What's up, everybody? It is your girl Popular here, coming to you with another video. Okay, so friends, as you can see from the title above, we are going to be doing a what's tea quickie. Okay, what's tea? Like, what's the tea on you right now? What are you giving? What's it giving? Okay, just something nice, quick, and fun. Girl, I am working on these other pick a cards, and I'm like, I just need a good little fun, less serious pick a card right now, just to break up the energy. All right, so I am going to be using the, I hope I'm saying it right, the Jungian Archetypes Oracle to pick out your top cards. So go ahead and tap in, get clear. I love these images. Get clear. We're gonna do 3 piles, and I want you to ask, what's the tea on me? Well, first I want you to ask, how am I currently being perceived in general? 0101 on the clock. So ask, how am I currently being perceived in general? This top card is gonna let me know like how you're being perceived by others right now, whether you agree or not. And then it's gonna help me to trickle into what's the tea, what's the gossip, okay? Or just what's tea. Shadow and light. So prepare yourselves. Bethany girl. It's like, no, that name just came to my mind. Bethany. But anyway, someone could have just been listening to Black Betty. Black Betty. What is it? Bambaleo. Oh. Oh, you know what else is coming through real quick? Channel messages. I am the champion. And then also that one song that I used to love. We will. And now I'm getting the paralyzer. And I'm the paralyzer. I seem to be stuck by you or struck by you. And now Panic at the Disco. What era is that? Ooh, okay. Somebody here could like rock music. You know who else I'm getting? The Bird and the Worm. That song, The Bird and the Worm by The Used. Anyway. Let's see. What's the tea on you, friend? What's the tea? Who is pile 1? How is pile 1 being perceived? One card, only one. How is pile 1 being perceived? Here they go. Ooh, hold up, y'all. I'm trying to see. Because, of course, you know 2 cards came out. Okay, I said pull again. Pile 1. There we go. Okay, pile 1. I said only take them if it comes out one at a time. All right, pile 1. Who is pile 1? Handle me. Who gonna handle me? Y'all keep having 2 cards want to come out. Let me sit with this. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, pile 1. I'm gonna keep that a note of what I keep seeing come out. They're different cards, but it's interesting when I looked at the meaning. I don't know, there's something there. Pile 1, how are they showing up to others? Give me 1 card. Thank you. There we go. Finally. Pile 1 is very multidimensional. Okay, this is your card. The Orphan. Number 4. The Orphan. Okay. Now pile 2. Who is pile 2? How are they being perceived by others? How are they showing up to others? How are they being perceived? See, everybody else is coming out one at a time. Number 7. The homunculus. You know what this reminds me of? Have y'all ever saw that movie? Is it called the Page Master? Remember the book? The one book? This reminds me of that one book. Not the pink one, the other one. I can't remember his name. Oh, the one that got pinned down. Someone's gonna know who I'm talking about. I used to love that movie. But anyway, those that are gonna be drawn to pile 3. How are they currently being perceived by others? How are they currently being perceived by others? Wow. Yeah, something about that pile one. That's interesting. The shadow. Some of you guys are going to pick two groups. Okay. Yes. So, am I ashy? Girl, lotion them creases. Anyways, so yes, you guys, go ahead and pick intuitively, and I will see you at your reading. Timestamps will be in the description. Pile one. Front and center. Front and center. I don't know why I did this to myself. I said, oh, I want to do something simple, and I'm still going to water it down. But why would I pick these cards for something simple? Okay, why would I do that? But I just feel like my collective, you're complex. This is the thing. So your archetype has came up as the orphan. And from what I've gathered, and I'm just going to take this girl's quote, literally. Let me see what her name is. Penelope Lola. She has a video that I think would be very beneficial for you to look into to see where you fall, because this archetype, it has a shadow side and it has a light side. Okay, it's funny because pile one, I was getting some Gemini Virgo vibes, but that is because the energy that was coming through, maybe even Scorpio, very, very transformative. The way she says it, she said it's a sad but transformative archetype. 1 moment on the clock. But I think the Magician came out. There was a card that gave me like Magician vibes, like the Creator vibes. And then there was a different card. I think it was the Herald. Let me see, just in case you guys want to look. The Herald came out for you guys, so you might want to look into that on your own time. And then there was one that gave me, oh yes, and the Magician. So I feel like you guys are going through a time in life where you are really trying to alchemize, okay? You are really trying to find the truth. The way this is feeling, I'm not gonna lie, you could be isolating a little bit, or this is how people are perceiving you. Let me say that, I forgot. This is how people are perceiving you. Listen, well, let me, before I go there, hold on, because this is crazy. Because let me tell you what I wrote down. I'm just trying to see like where you guys are. You could be a realist. People could see you as a realist. Because when I look at this card, I get a pain in my heart. Okay, I get a pain in my heart. There is this want to belong, but then there's also this energy of like, I don't even know if that's possible. Okay, 2 on the clock. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't trust people. People will betray you. I've tried to come forward in a from a place of innocence. I've tried to come forward from a place of purity, and I feel like I've always got stepped on. Okay, so some of you guys could be recovering from betrayal. Okay, there's this energy of like, I'm trying to get back to myself, because what she talks about is how the orphan, you know, if they're sheltered, right? Let's say they're sheltered and all they know is good. When the real world opens up its gates and they see the bad, they see the detriment, it can be daunting. It could be like, whoa, what the fuck? Have you ever felt like that before, pile one? Where it's like the truth is revealed and you're like, oh my God. You feel betrayed. You're like, this is how people think? This is how people treat people? This is what my efforts give me? This is what I get, okay? Which then I feel like, and I've been in the orphan phase before, it's like when you become betrayed, at least from my understanding, it's like that feeling of being betrayed so often, okay? Being shunned, being isolated to the point where you become angry, you know? Maybe even to the point where you don't want nobody around you. You can't trust nobody. You don't want nobody around you. You just want to be with yourself. There's like this energy of having to become, learning to be self-reliant, okay? Learning to be interdependent in a way, all right? There's like these two extremes between these cards. So depending on who's spilling a tea on you or who's tapping into your energy, I feel like there could be, and you'll know, if you know you've been a little icy lately, there are some people that feel like it's just like real icy over there. Okay. You could have a distrust of authority. I feel like, honestly though, if I want to look at the higher perspective of this card, I feel like you guys can read people very well. And that could be intimidating because you've been through the storm. Okay, because I can go into the shadow aspects of this card, but I want to look at it from a higher perspective. Okay, and I want to invite you to maybe look into this archetype yourself to see where exactly you fall, if you even fall within this. Because someone that's in this orphan energy that's healthy, you may be someone that's very good at admitting you're hurt. Your expression could be very there when it comes to your hurt, your trauma. People are noticing that. So you could be expressing a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just saw my girl. I just saw my girl 80. 80 if you're watching this. Like, I'm seeing that. It's like this expression of what has happened to me, where I have been hurt. This card can also talk about a fall from grace for some. At some point in life, you could have struggled with trying too hard, perfectionism. Some people could see you as hard to deal with, maybe even aggressive at this time. But I feel like you went through something. This group feels like they went through something. Let me see real quick. What's the energy behind this? How should I go about this? Because I want to see if I need to talk from a higher perspective. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Pentacles. You have the number 4 here and you have the 4 of Pentacles. See, this group, I know this is what's the tea, but I just want you to really give yourself grace. Being in your energy makes me want to cry. I don't know what happened for whoever I'm talking to. This could even be something that you've healed from, but I just want to validate the experience, because there could have been a time, or you could be in that right now, where you push people away, but then you also seek excitement, but then you also don't want to be around nobody, but then you also want to belong. You know, you could be somewhat of a chameleon. Okay. Your inner child could be really crying out at this time. That could be something that you're very much so focusing on. Okay. You're trying to really listen. When I look at this, this picture, like the ears are very prominent. You could have bigger ears, but I feel like you're really trying to listen. Okay. You want healing with the sun behind you. That's what I'm seeing as the sun. You want the light to come in. Some of you guys have recognized where your heart has been hardened, and you want that to be healed. You do. You want your empathy back. Some of you guys have had a real crazy situation where you realize other people really don't have the same empathy as you, and it was jarring. I know I've been through that. I'm like, damn, y'all really don't think like that? Like, y'all really just don't give a fuck. Now, I love a good I don't give a fuck, but not to the point where it's like the empathy is lost, okay? So that's one thing I will say. This is coming from your spiritual team. Let me see what their message is before I move on. Yeah. 10 of Wands in reverse. Friend, they want you to release this burden, okay? Depending on how you're moving through this energy, this could be displaying out to others, and we're gonna see, or this could just be a message that wanted to come through for you guys to just sit with yourself and maybe give yourself some grace. Let me go to the book. Here we go. Here we fucking go. I didn't want this to be, I didn't want it to be complex. Here we go. Okay, let me just read this. The Orphan. I just want you to tap in with your intuition, and then we're gonna get into what's the tea. But this could play a part in how people are seeing you. I'm not going to lie. You could be rubbing some people the wrong way, or you could be very intimidating at this time. Like, people are walking on eggshells with you. I could feel that. So anyway, when the blazing sun warms and illuminates things of the world, and the heat wave scorches the crops, cracking the parched and waterless earth, the lakes, rivers flowing downstream, he who is without shelter finds no peace. This is the story of those whom the world deprives of roof and care. When the skin is still soft and the eyes vulnerable to the light. Wow, some of you guys had your innocence taken. Why, Lord, why? Okay. Soft and the eyes vulnerable to the light, so the foot still unsteady gropes along the ground without support. Betrayal and abandonment, its guardians, its nurturers, slander and broken promises, its house, walls, and roofs shattered and baseless. Wow, this is intense. Under the torrid, indifferent sky, there is no room for life. Those who make their own walls survive. Those who sacrifice their hearts, Eve, Lucifer, and Cain, accompany those who are mothers and those who renounce heaven to put on the clothes of the creature to whom the gods grant a beginning and demand an end. That was a lot. He is among mortals and without God because he loves the practical and moldable earth. Indifferent to the unpredictable movements of heaven, the mask protects, the mask consumes and confuses. The mask, joined to the flesh, devours our true face. He who creates his own salvation survives. Wow. I feel like your spiritual team, they are acknowledging everything that you went through, but the message for you, pile one, and then we're going to move on because it's a lot. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I want to cry, and it's too early to be crying. They want you to know that, let me see. Bring it to me. What does their spiritual team want them to know? Make it clear. They want to say, we are very sorry about what happened to you, okay? There is an energy here where they're like sorry that they couldn't be there in the way that you needed them to. This could even be a spiritual team member that just was like, I wish I could come back in the physical form just so I could have helped you, just so I could have took you in, just so I could have stopped you from having to go to those group homes, just so I could have saved you from that abandonment, just so I could have given you that shelter, okay? Oh, this could be a grandparent. Oh my gosh, I can't be in this energy too long. I'm really getting sad. The bottom of the deck, let me see. We have the Eight of Swords and the Devil card. Okay, some of you guys have lost your lights and they want you to come back to the light. They are not wanting to invalidate your feelings. I feel like someone in your lineage has literally had some type of fall from grace, and it's like, I don't know if that's them speaking, but they just know where it could lead you. They know, because like the orphan can also talk about someone who might be prone to crime, going to jail, you know. I call them misfit activities, okay? Doing hood rat things with my hood rat friends, okay? But this is the thing, they're like, we are going to ignite such a fiery, passionate energy within you, okay? We are going to ignite that, but we need you to release the burdens. We want to help you to release this anger. We want to help you to drive forward, but we want to help you drive forward from a healthy place, okay? They're saying don't lose sight because other people have harmed you. Don't lose your light because of the harm other people have brought towards you. It will not end well. 11:33 on the clock. Okay. Whew. Thank you. Sorry. Let me. Okay. Hold on. All right. Thank you. Okay. I'm sorry. Whew. That was a lot. Now, pile one. Okay. Ugh. Wow. Another thing with the orphan card, you know, it might be time to accept help. I want y'all to go look up the orphan, because depending on where you are at in this, there's this energy of like, listen to the lesson, self-reliance, accept help, empathy. These are just some things that I wrote down, but I just don't know where you guys fall. It's almost like you guys are like treading between worlds. And I felt that in the beginning when I was trying to pull your cards. It was like two different archetypes. It's like you guys are like smack dab treading between the light and the shadow. And that's your spiritual team wanting to come through with a message. So let's see. Outside of that, what is the current tea? Let's be gentle with them, you guys. Okay, what is the current tea on my pile one? Okay. Oh my gosh, your energy, Lord. Whoever I'm talking to, some of you guys, once you get away from this pain, your story is going to help many, okay? You are going to be people's hero, literally. I'm not saying that that's what you want, but once you, I don't even want to say once you do heal from this, as you're healing and as you feel the need to express yourself, I'm telling you, you're going to gain your light back and you are going to help so many people. This is giving me like the person that had to go through the storm in order to help people find the way. Like you had to be, I don't want to call you a sacrificial lamb, but like there is this energy. Just know that you will be somebody's hero. Many people, for real. Okay. Woo, that's so crazy. I was just talking about the sacrificial lamb and then you got this hangman. I'm going to be very gentle with these messages because I'm not going to lie, pile one. There could be some people that feel like you're in the clouds right now or you're very isolated. They don't know what's going on with you. They could feel like you're angry. We have the hangman in reverse. But then it's also funny because I'm getting this energy of like, well, pile one got their mind made up. Pile one then cut us off. Pile one's done over here. Pile one has took another direction. Okay, that's the T. There's like this energy of like pile one has taken another direction. I do feel like there is a cut energy here. You could be being very cut. You've changed it up. You've switched it up. This could even be, this doesn't even have to be super intense. I've felt like this before. Look at this, fortitude and the Fool. Yeah, let me tell you what I'm getting, okay? Because now I just tapped into a lighter energy. Have you ever been at work and maybe you were like super friendly at work? I've done this before. And then you start to like see people's faces. Like you're like, oh shit. It's like you suddenly remember, bitch, these are not your fucking friends. You can't trust these people like that. Boundaries. I felt like that before. And I was like so hurt. I'm sensitive. I'm like, oh my gosh, this whole time I'm being nice. I'm trying to be friendly. And I'm trying to go above and beyond. Have you ever done that before? Went above and beyond for a job. And then when you turn around and see the truth of the matter, you're like, what the fuck? They don't give a fuck about me. They don't appreciate this. They just go turn their back like that. There's like this energy. So then what do? You take off the people pleasing. You're like, I'm not people pleasing no more. I'm done trying to be perfect for y'all. That could be very jarring to others. So that's another thing. Some of you guys might not even be in a super terrible energy, or I don't want to say terrible, but a super turbulent kind of energy. You could just be finally in the energy of like, I see y'all. Okay. People are seeing that. You're like, I see you. Okay. I see the truth. And now I'm moving accordingly. Okay. Because maybe the orphan isn't really the archetype that you're in. It could be what the wise one. Yeah. Now that I see the duality of this. Oh, I love the energy. The energy just got lighter. Okay, here we go. Ooh, let's see. What's the T on my pile one? What's the T on my pile one? The Two of Wands. Ooh. Taking matters into your own hands. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, pile one. This is reminding me of my Who is Spooked by You reading. This is giving me pile 3. So I'm going to be very honest, okay? Your current actions right now, I feel like you are taking risk. You are done allowing other people's projections to stop you, to hinder you, to hurt you. I'm not saying that you're not still in that hurt phase. I feel like you are actively trying to take in the information that you've gained, take in the lessons that you've gained, and you're trying to alchemize it. Some of you guys are still in the thick of it, but you're currently alchemizing that, okay? You're currently transforming that into vital energy for yourself. Some people could be saying that you do, but you could be very vain. They could be saying like you only care about your looks, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Some also could say that you're very conceited, or that you are doing evil things in the spell work arena. Okay, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Okay, so I feel like I'm telling you, this is giving me, if you were in my mystery reading, it's not predominantly giving me the pile, but yeah, there's something about the number 3, because I think that was also pile 3. There's this energy of like the Antichrist. I'm not saying you're that, but basically what I'm seeing here is, who are these people? Real quick before I say it. Okay, it could be family, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. See, you've took your power back. That's what I'm seeing here. In some way, shape, or form, you are in the process of taking your power back. You are in the process of seeing the truth for what it is, simmering on that, and then it's almost like I'm seeing somebody take in information through their mouth, and then it's like they're breathing in the information through their nose, and then when they do the exhale through their mouth, it's like it's coming through as like, I don't know, like it's almost like there's like a system within you where it's like it goes in like this, and then when it comes out, it's something different. This lady used to have me do meditations where I would meditate, and if there was any type of shadowy or dark energy that would come into the meditation, I had to really work hard to like transform it. Sometimes I would send it and make it look like flowers. Like whatever this energy was, poof, turn into some flowers. This is reminding me, okay, stay with me, I'm channeling. Do y'all remember Harry Potter where the thing he used to open, he opened the chest and those black things would come out, and then they were like, a something goofiest or something, a Sufis goofiest or whatever, and then they had to change it, and then like sometimes it would turn into like a clown, sometimes it would turn into like a a flower. That's what I'm seeing here. Now, with that, y'all remember that scene where Harry Potter was doing the spell, but it wasn't changing? So I feel like some of you guys are working through that energy a lot more than maybe others in this group, and that is okay. But you even coming up as the person with the wand, that's what I need y'all to remember. You are the magician. You are the sorcerer, period. And sorceress, okay? So I feel like the people that are in this energy, they wanted to dominate you. They wanted to control you. And you have released yourself. And I'm not saying that it was easy. It's probably not easy right now. There's probably a lot of truths coming to you and you're like, fuck. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to explain this. But like, have you ever just been in a situation that was like, yeah, rose-colored glasses with the situation? And it's like, once the truth comes out, you're like, everything has to change now. My whole life has to change. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's a workplace. Like now I got to start thinking about how I'm about to get away from this. Now I have to remove myself from this situation. Now I have to make sacrifices. Now I have to start decision making. Two of Wands. I recognize that I have to be my own cheerleader right now. I can't trust you. You cannot be trusted. That's the energy. People are realizing that you can't trust them. You're on to them, okay? So outside of these, well, let me ask, who are these controlling energies that I'm picking up on? How would they know who they are? Let's just get them out the way. Oh, wow. Seven of Cups. This could be multiple people. I feel like this could even be family. Oh, Lord. Justice, Libra card, and the Eight of Swords. The yin to your yang. This was someone that you really cared about. I'm not gonna lie, I did hear, and it probably because I was in 80s energy, I'm not sure, and I brought up 80, but I did hear somebody's sister, or someone that you viewed as a sister. And if it's not a sister, I feel like who this is, you probably already know who the fuck this is. Let's just call a spade a spade. We got some air energy here. So we got Gemini, Libra, and then we have Scorpio. Just know whoever this is or these people, it cut deep. Many faces were many faces. And once you saw the truth of the matter, this is a lot of trying to control you. Oh, this is taking me to a message I sent 80. Let me talk about this. If y'all go to, real quick, because I know it's going to resonate for somebody. There was an episode on Love is Blind, and somebody's going to know what I'm talking about. But there was an episode on Love is Blind, and literally the girl had such a jealous sister. If you were to type in Love is Blind, jealous sister, and maybe look into that episode, that would give me the dynamic of this. Now, this doesn't have to be a sister. This could be a friend. There was like this just controlling, jealous energy, to where it's like the younger sister really looked up to her older sister. So she listened to her all the time. You know, that was her best friend. Like, she listened to her. Nobody could say anything about her sister. Not even the husband that she was about to marry. You know, he's trying to let her know, like, your sister's jealous. She's like, no, not my sister. No. It's like she couldn't see it because that's her big sister. Meanwhile, her big sister is literally, it is on national television showing her ass cheeks both left and right. And I remember she even said something where she was like, it was, I don't know if she said it like this, but she was basically jealous that her younger sister was getting married before her. So there could be people that have, there's like this revelation of like how people have suppressed you and how you have allowed that in some way. Give yourself some grace. I don't think you knew everything that you know now. I don't think you were able to see things from the perspective that you're seeing it now. And now that you do see what you see, move accordingly. Forgive yourself. And that's where I think you guys are at right now. And you're trying to find a community that you actually resonate with. And it's a little hard, okay? Outside of that, what's the gossip on pile one? Six of Pentacles, work. You're a hard worker. Very giving. That's so funny. Five of Swords. You know what's funny? This is what I want to say to you, and then I'm going to move on. See, the thing about you is, see, the people that are coming through prominently in your spread, I really feel like your spiritual team had a message for you. That's why I think you were drawn to this reading. There was something about the orphan card that had to be dissected. But the people that are, they're pissing me off. The people that are like in this energy that are taking over the reading, this is like a gossipy energy. This is a spreading rumors. This is a like, they could have abandoned you. They could have, it's like the shit that they try to say about you, not me cussing, the shit that they try to say about you, Pile 1, is actually the stuff that they've done. And, you know, time will always tell. There's something about the rumors that have been said about you, the words that have been said about you, the things that have been spewed about you. It can't stand up to the Six of Pentacles. They could be calling you selfish. They could be calling you, I don't know why I just heard the word illiterate, whatever the case may be. They could be calling you broke, whatever the case may be. But this Six of Pentacles is trumping that, because you know how they say the proof is in the pudding? It's right here, Six of Pentacles. You're very giving. You're very balanced. You're very fair. Stable. Okay? So this nasty energy that they try to project onto you is not the truth. That might be their truth, but it's not the truth. Fortitude. You found your strength, Pile 1. Yeah. Who is this Page of Cups? You found your strength. The fuck? Okay, I'm about to get mad. Okay. And I need an empowering message for my Pile 1 before I move on. Seven of Wands. Yeah, keep the motherfuckers at a distance. Lord of Valor. Keep it going. Keep it moving. You're doing the right thing. Success. The Six of Wands comes before the Seven of Wands. And because of that success, and because of that vision, because of that mass falling, you now know what the fuck you gotta do. Keep doing it. Boundaries are needed. Knight of Swords. Do not engage with these motherfuckers that I'm picking up on. They want to pick a fight. They want to pick your brain. I'm seeing some psychic attacks here, okay? They don't want you to even speak on this no more, if some of you are. And I tread carefully with that. You'll know, because I'm real big on expressing yourself. Let me see. I'm real big on expressing yourself. So, you know, tap in with your intuition with that message. But with the High Priestess here and the Knight of Swords being in reverse, there could be an energy of like, don't engage. Page of Swords, watch, don't engage. Or this is what I want to say. Let's say you do want to tell, and just, you know, tap in with your intuition, because I don't ever want to stop nobody from talking. Let's say you do want to express certain things. Your spiritual team is very aware that you could be still very angry. So instead of expressing it at this point in time, they're like, go into this Page of Swords energy where we're relearning. We're very observant. We might be a bit defensive, but we're starting at that beginning phase. And until we get to a more mature state with this Knight of Swords energy, not necessarily taken away from our story, but just adding maturity to our expression, okay? Adding depth to that and really honing in on how we truly feel, because some of you guys are not giving yourself enough time to really see how you really feel. So you could really pop this shit off, okay? That's just a message for some. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, okay? But there's this energy of they just want you to, there's like an energy like, peace be still. And now I'm thinking of Medea when she was like, peace be still. In peace, I have my still. Basically, she had a gun. Just distorting the messages. That's the duality between y'all. There's like this distorted. Let me look that up. Hold on. There is this energy. What did Medea say about my steel? On me, I have my steel. Medea, my steel. Let me see what she says. Oh, here we go. Here, I'm about to play this real quick. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Because this is y'all. Y'all can either be the peace be still, or...
You hear me, Sonny? Pay attention to the voices. They'll lead you in the right direction. I hear you, my dear. I just... what am I supposed to do now? Get up and go on with your life. It's all right. Sit around, be depressed for a minute, cry about it, do whatever you have to, but don't stay there too long. Get up and go on with your life.
This is a message for somebody.
So you know what
Wow, this is a message for somebody.
That's what I learned in all these years on this earth. If somebody want to walk out of your life, let them go.
We went to this, and I feel like this message that Medea is giving is for you. I will try to link it. I'll remember to link it. Medea, let them go. So I was literally, okay, my camera just went off. I was literally looking for the video where she says that, and it took me to this playlist. Let me make sure I save this, because I think there's a message there. That's so interesting how that works.
Pay attention to the voices. They'll lead you.
Wow. Anyway, there is this funny ass video where, here it is. It said peace was still. Peace is made of steel. And then she pulls out her gun. I can't find it, but yeah. So back to what I was saying. There's this energy of like, tap in with yourself. Silence is key. So that you could dissect this. This is not that your spiritual team doesn't want you to express, you know, like I said. Y'all can tell I'm struggling with that message because I love a good express yourself. But there's certain thought processes that they want you to unravel and, you know, yeah, 0101 on the clock. They want you to unravel. They want you to sit with yourself. They want you to open up your heart and they want you to be clear. And then from that point, see where it is your mind is. See where it is your, what's the word? Perceptions are. There's something about that here. Okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's scary. Look at this, the High Priestess and the Magician. Woo! Almost got chills. And the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that looked like the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Ace of Pentacles. If you have a spiritual business, this would be a great time to focus on that. You can transmute this negative energy into positivity, okay? You might want to look into rituals to do that, or even just manifestation work or meditations, prayer. Wow, I see really big things for you guys. Underneath that Ace of Pentacles is that Three of Swords. That's why they want you to like sit with this from a different perspective, because when I don't want to say when you heal, but the healing process of this, the way you guys are, you're going to come to ideas. Like there's certain ideas that are going to come from these hardships. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to be able to make profit from your story. And that's why they want you to get clear. Some of you guys are meant to write a book. You're meant to have a blog. You're meant to share these thoughts. But there's this energy of like, we're not telling you not to share at all. We're not telling you not to write that book. But we want you to just sit with these emotions right now. Don't be impulsive. That's the word. Don't be impulsive. We want you to... There's like this professional aspect to this. This is almost reminding me of someone who's like, I really want to talk about this, but I want to do it in the right way. So then they're like, okay, I'm going to say my piece, but maybe I'll get someone to help me be more... Like maybe I'll get like a writer. Not that they're going to take my story, but they're going to help me... what's the word? Someone's going to know what I'm talking about. It's like they're going to help me... I don't want to say clean it up, because it's not taking away from what you're saying. It's just, I don't know. Instead of these just being thoughts, they turn it into like this book. And it's like they write it a certain way. They put the table of contents, like they structure it a certain way so that it can reach the masses. I don't know. There's something like that there. I'm tapping out. Okay. So yes, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I would like to pull you a Enchanted Oracle advice card. I can't believe y'all took up my time like that. I can't believe y'all did that to me, pile one. Now, why y'all do that? I was trying to get this reading out before work. That ain't happening. I don't know. Okay, an advice card for pile one. An advice card for pile one. We have the number 9, bury me. Take some time for yourself, all right? So I'm about to read this. Number 9. Okay. Bury me gently reminds us to stop trying to do so much or to take on too much. This unicorn with eyes closed is suffering from a busy, scattered mind that says, bury me under the eiderdown and let me rest. This sense of overwhelm stems from putting everyone else first and yourself last, leading to feelings of anxiety and stress. Practice the art of saying no to demanding work colleagues, friends, and family members. The appearance of this card highlights the classic bitten off more than you can chew trap. Explore the reasons why you do too much for others at the expense of your own mental and physical health. Is it guilt or the need for control? That's what the orphan talks about. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 0505. Everyone's overwhelm limit is different, and it is important to remember this. If you feel the need to judge others for not doing enough, it also talks about that too. Oh, y'all gotta tap in. let me make sure I'm saving these videos that I want y'all to reference. Hold on. Okay, yeah, let me make sure I do that. You may feel virtuous for taking on so many things, but at what expense? Give yourself a much needed break, time to relax and ponder, and space to think and create. Your unicorn magic. The Bury Me unicorn proposes that you take a pajama day, otherwise known as a mental health day. Give yourself just one day and the permission to do whatever you fancy. No musts or shoulds or have tos. Just acres of free times and no demands. You can even stay in your pajamas all day, eating tasty snacks and not answering any phone calls or emails. Bliss. Ooh, nothing put my baby's name. Bliss. So yes, Pile 1. Goodbye, girl. Bye. See ya. Get gone. Goodbye. Okay. Bye, 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 and goodbye. So yes, Pile 1, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Girl, I should spiritually slap Pile 1 for taking me on that journey. Anyway, so you guys chose I think it's the homunculus. It's hard for me to say this word. So, yeah, the homunculus, Latin for little man, refers to a few different concepts, primarily related to miniature human figures. In biology, it can refer to a preformed miniature human believed to exist within sperm or eggs. In neuroscience, it describes a distorted representation of the human body based on how different body parts are mapped in the brain. Additionally, homunculus can refer to artificially created beings in alchemy or fictional contexts. I couldn't really find a video, but it's funny. I seen this comment under a different video, and they were talking about how, yeah, you guys are different. I'm not gonna lie. They were talking about, let me see if I can find it. My roommate in college had synesthesia. He could see music as color, which helped him a lot as a music ed major. Once someone played a random note and asked him what it was, and he was like, it's supposed to be an F, but the piano is a little out of tune. It's too sharp. It's a bit too green. So something about your mind works very differently. That is your bread and butter, baby. You got to capitalize on that, because me even just looking at this person comment that under this video, and they're saying that, like, that's such a cool way of thinking. Like, some of you guys could be on the spectrum. You could be autistic. I'm literally seeing the movie Beautiful Mind. You could be neurodivergent in some type of way. You could dress different, you move different, the whole shebang. I think I'm already tapping into your energy. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be different than Pile 1, of course. So let me just read from the book, number 7, and then I'm just going to do my own interpretations, because girl is getting too thick up in her. The Great Mother's Womb. Okay, you could be feminine or in your feminine energy. The Great Mother's Womb, humid and warm, produces life and creates the generations that cyclically take place on Earth, dying and being reborn in perpetual motion. The wise alchemists, small men, tiny life forms, but shaped in every part in the manner of Prometheus's statues and protean beings, fed for days on horse manure and weaned in stills and glass chambers, the rotten seed of man. Ew. The homunculus that lives through the human being it inhabits, observing the world through the window of his eyes, machine and spirit in the machine at the same time. This is complicated. I don't like how they wrote these sentences. I need periods. I need punctuation. The homunculus that lives through the human being it inhabits, observing the world through the window of his eyes, machine and spirit in the machine at the same time, is a magical creature, a golem that numbers and letters bring to life. A dilemma of creation and consciousness, a living creature of metal and rotten seed, a statue begging for a name, a small being, a simulacrum of pride and arrogance. The act of creation has consequences. The homunculus will punish those who do not embrace it as mother and father, those who create out of mere vanity. Children of a mother's pain will live having abandoned their creation as an empty shell with their soul torn from their chest. The magical act of creation distinguishes vanity from responsibility. So I already know someone's going to be in the comments and they're going to get real scientific on me. Go ahead, girlfriend. Let me tell you what I get from that. You guys are a rare gem. And if anybody was to bully you at this point in life, like, they are doing themselves a disservice, because you guys are so ahead of the game. And I think that's a part of the gossip, is that, wow, Pow 2 was actually ahead of the game. Pow 2 actually, like, we might have saw Pow 2 as weird, but it's so funny. The stuff that we used to make fun of Pow 2 for, like, that shit is trending right now. And now you have people looking at you. They're like, what is Pow 2 going to do next? You're very offbeat, okay? It's funny because although the energy is given very Aquarius, that wasn't what first came to my mind, but you could be an Aquarius. You could have an Aquarius Mars, okay? See, people, even when they want to figure you out, you go against it. Naturally, unnaturally, like, you just go against it. Like, and nobody can figure you out. Like, even when they think they know what steps you're gonna take, you pivot, you jump, you fly, and they're like, what the fuck, okay? You have a lot of people looking to you for motivation. You are people's muse, Power 2. That's how I'm seeing this. You are people's muse. And when I look at that, or get that energy from, like, the womb, like, I'm telling you, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I would not be surprised if you were bullied, or if you were looked at as weird. You could even look a little different. You could have some type of deformity, or maybe, for example, maybe you have freckles. Not saying that that's a deformity, okay? Let me say this. You could have some type of deformity, period. Or you could have very, like, interesting features. Like, you could have freckles, or you could have vitiligo. You could have like a birthmark. Like, I know a girl that has a birthmark, like, it's like half of her face, you know. You could be blind in one eye. You could have two eyes. Obviously you have two eyes, maybe, I don't know, but one eye could be one color, the other eye could be a different color. You could be rebellious, or you could be like me. Like, you see how I be, like, going in between Western astrology and Vedic astrology. I know I probably be pissing people off, but I do me. Can't stop me, won't stop me. Who gonna check me? That's what it's giving. It gives that, friend. I think I'm gonna use the unicorn deck, because that's what you give me. You give me unicorn energy. I love it. I do. Number 7. Let me see. I feel like rolling the dice. I'm so glad. I feel really good in your energy. It's not that Power 1 was bad. It's just, oh, Power 1, my heart. They almost made me want to cry. Like, then I started to want to fight whoever was fucking with them. Ooh. Okay, you have some people feeling like you tricked them out of their spot, or you tricked them. But this is the thing. It was never a game of deception. It was never a game, or maybe it was. It was never a game of you trying to trick them. What it was they misjudged you. There's something about how you move. People see it as a game, when really that's just how you are. Like, you're naturally different. You're being your authentic self. Meanwhile, other people are trying to embody that energy. And it's like, see, you find peace in the chaos and confusion. Other people try to embody that energy, and they, girl, I don't even know what words to say to explain to you how it fucks them up. You see, this is the energy. The best way I could describe this, to where I could water it down and really express my thoughts, because for whatever reason right now I cannot word. You know how they talk about in the concept, or with the concept of destiny swapping, how when you try to destiny swap, like, you also take that person's trauma, their karma, like, you take everything. There's like this vibe of, like, people trying to wear your crown, but little do they know it'll break their neck. I mean, look at how this person looks. Whatever's on top of their head, only a head like that can hold that thing up, okay? Not everybody can wear that, okay? Because it wasn't made for them. See, your life and how you move, you might have a lot of people that try to copy you, and it's the same people. Well, let me say this. You definitely motivate a lot of people. There is a lot of inspirational energy here. There is a lot of people that love you, that really look to you, because they're like, wow, now this makes me want to cry. They're like, wow, finally someone that does this. Finally, I found somebody that I understand. Finally, I found somebody who's quirky. Finally, I found somebody who just does whatever. This almost gives me Amelia Fart energy. I love me some Amelia Fart. This gives me that energy. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, there are also a lot of people who at some point, or even still do, look at these motherfuckers calling me. Somebody could be from Cleveland. Get off my damn line. I don't want to talk. Anyway, yeah, that's the energy. I don't want to talk to y'all no more. Y'all used to make fun of me. I know y'all be laughing behind the scenes. You're very intuitive too. You know how to read people's stares. Yes, that's what it's giving. There's something about how your mind works. Something you're able to do that a lot of people are not able to do. And it could be very spiritual. It could be very connected to your spiritual gifts. I'm almost looking at these like antennas. But like there's something, it's almost scary. Okay, and I won't get too far into it because I can tell it's different for everyone. It's very connected to your spiritual gifts and how you perceive the world. And people might think it's weird, but then it's always right. So you could be a tarot reader. You could be just very intuitive. You just know shit. Somebody here does things with their hands. You could be a massage therapist. You could be a Reiki healer. Someone here could be a boxer. Ooh, what's that? This just fell off the deck. Hold on. The Hamza is coming through. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Sorry if I did not. The Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Ooh, the Lover's card. And it says succubus, but look at this. Honey. I don't even say that word in my house, and I'm not going to say it. The D word just came through. But it's like in the way of, okay, so you have somebody gossiping. Sorry, this chair. Whew. You have somebody gossiping, and I feel like it's a past love interest or a current love interest to where it's like, they're like, damn, man, Pile 2 is putting that on me. Putting that dick, that pussy. Put it on me. Put it on me. They're putting it on me. Are they doing... They doing work on me. I don't know. There's something very majestic about your energy, what you do. It's very different. But I feel like, see, you enchant people, Pile 2, naturally. You don't have to do much. You just enchant people. I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel very enchanted, very happy in your energy. How do you affect people? Let's see. How do you affect people? I knew it was going to be the 4th house. I knew it was. When I said the Alpha and the Omega, it reminded me of the reading I just did that I haven't posted yet, where I was talking about the 4th house, okay? So you are like home to a lot of people. Even when they go away or they travel far out, they always think back to you. You're a lot of people's safe space. You're a lot of people's muse. Even if they don't want to admit it, you are. I'm telling you. So let's get into this. What is the current tea on my Pile 2? What's the current tea on my Pile 2? 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. People think you're sneaky, Pile 2. Sneaky. People think you have a trick up your sleeve, okay? You have some people really concerned in the workplace that you're about to take their spot, take their job. It's funny because I'm seeing a lot of people try to study you, but I don't understand. There's a lot of trying to study your ways, but I told you, not everybody can do what you do, and they're not meant to. So when they can't, because some people feel like you're gatekeeping in a way. When they can't mimic or when they can't steal, they almost feel slighted. I don't know what that is. So you could have a duality to your personality. Maybe you do come off very innocent, very la la la. So people think that they should just, this is nasty. People think that they should just be able to take things from you. People think that they should just be able to, it should be a lot easier. But it's like, it's not that easy. I don't know. It's weird. It's like people feel very slighted when you don't do what they expect you to do. Let me see how I can say this. And it's funny because this does talk about the mother. So you ever met somebody that's like super sweet, so you expect them to be just a pushover? I mean, maybe you don't think that way, but a lot of people do. This chair is pissing me off. Like, your strength is underestimated. I see that here with the strength card at the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Whoa, I would hate to ever try to run circles around you, Pile damn 2. You're the type of motherfucker, like, if somebody wants to really get like that, it could get like that. This is the energy, I'm getting excited. This is the energy, like, where people try to set traps for you, whether it be in a way, it doesn't have to be super intense. It could be, I mean, it could be, maybe they want to trip you up. Maybe they want to cause you to lose your stepping, your footing in life a little bit. Or Maybe someone wants to trip you up in the way of love. Like they want to finesse you. Like there's a lot of energy around. We could finesse them. Ooh, hold on. But you can't, okay? Underestimated. You are often underestimated, pile 2. I'm cracking up. This is giving me a goofy energy. Now I'm getting some Gemini energy, trickster energy. People are dumb as fuck if they try to run circles around you. It won't happen. Now I'm getting Roadrunner when he used to be running. And then I'm getting the Tasmanian Devil. Like, there's something about how you present yourself and what you give to people and what people pull from you that I feel like can sometimes bring out the shadow in others. Maybe people feel like you can easily be manipulated or you can easily be swayed. It's always a very pleasant and intriguing surprise, even though they be feeling like, what the fuck? They tricked me. But it always brings people back for more. There's like this pleasant, intriguing surprise type of energy surrounding you. You're like a specimen to people. Sometimes people can even forget that you're human. Okay? There's a lot of trying to figure you out, dissect you like you're a science project. I don't like that. But all I'm gonna say is you guys are very smart and very perceptive. Let me see what this advice is for people who be in this energy. What is their advice? Keep paying attention to your senses. Don't let people make you feel bad about the things that make you different or quirky. That is your bread and butter. Yep, 5 of Swords. You are meant to be different. You are meant to stand out. Fuck them other people. When I look at this 5 of Swords and the Angel card, yes. Well, it says Angel. See, you guys, you know what's so funny? In some way, shape, or form, I feel like you guys could have been in pile 1's energy at a point in time. And you found peace in that. You found peace in the differences. You found peace in your qualities. Your abstract qualities. You found peace in that. You found strength in that. Don't ever let anybody make you feel differently. And I don't think you're doing it. I wish I had my book for this. I be always throwing the books away. Or I just don't be adding them. I stay throwing a book away. Because I would love to know what this 5 of Swords is in this deck. Because it's an angel, which is interesting. Let me try to find it. Hold on. Okay, I think I found some interpretations. So it says, winged angelic beings have been in existence through all of their time and are known as mediators between humans and their god or gods. In the Hebrew Bible, angels have delivered messages that shifted the trajectory of the recipient. Honey, you are divine, okay? I would not be surprised. Listen, I don't know what y'all do for work, but I really feel like your intuition and, I don't know, you're very tapped in with source, okay? Use that to your advantage, whether you're in a spiritual work dynamic type of thing or whether you're even corporate. I'm telling you, pay attention. Let me see. How can pile 2 be using their intuition more? How could they be using their intuition more to their advantage? Look at that, the 3 of Swords, the alien. Your intuition wants to really save you from heartbreak. You guys are literally like this, like, and when I say weird, I mean it in a good way. Like, you are so abstract. You're like not of this world, like literally. But let me find this card. The alien. Alien beings from another world, space, creatures from the unknown, appeared in folklore and stories of legends in the 17th century. Feelings of being alienated can come out of nowhere, okay? So when you feel alienated or when you feel isolated, take that as a sign that it's time to sit with self and get clear on what it is that you're meant to be doing. Now, what else I was going to say, bottom of the deck, is the Lover's card and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, somebody could have recently went through some type of heartbreak. And I feel like your spiritual team, not that they're judging you, but they're like, we tried to tell you, okay? Next time when we try to talk to you, especially through your dreams, I'm going to need you to listen, okay? So that you don't go through that shit no more, okay? So you don't go through that type of heartbreak, especially when it comes to people, because I do feel like some people can have really ill intention with you. It doesn't feel like super duper 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 malicious. It more so feels like people like to manipulate you. They like to take advantage of your good heart. So there's this energy of like, pay attention when we talk to you. What else is the T on my pile 2? What else is the T on my pile 2? They loud asses. Okay. The Hangman. You might have definitely been drawn to pile 1. Why the Hangman? If you don't want to move on something, you don't. You do things when you want to. Like, you march at the beat of your own drum. Like, if someone was like, oh, we got to make a decision right now, you're the type that's like, no, I think I want to sit on this. Pisses people off. Or like, if people try to hurry up and get you to sign contracts, you're like, no, I think I'm going to read this all the way through. Like, you're that type. Some people can see you as a Karen in that aspect. I be doing that shit. I don't care. I'm going to read this shit. My mom always taught me that. But yeah, let me see what's up under here. The Four of Cups in reverse. Honey, nonchalant. You don't let a lot of things get to you. I'm not saying that you're perfect, but there's something about you just have this aloofness to you. You just kind of do what you want. You're at that point where you're like, I just don't give a fuck. Okay? Where people think you should be ashamed of what you do, or you should feel weirded out by what you do, or just feel like, ugh. You're like, I love this shit. Fuck y'all. I love it. I do. You just seem unbothered. King of Wands, Anubis, and the Magician. Whoo, I got some sorcerers up in her. Yes. You are people's muse. You are people's blueprint. Little do you know. Don't ever change, pile 2. I mean, change for growth. But seriously, oh my gosh, my stomach. And I just seen 333 on the clock. King of Wands, Anubis. That's powerful. Very, very connected to source. You guys are very, very connected to source. I want to read this really quick. I feel like I'm supposed to, so I am. Anubis. Anubis or Ampu in ancient Egyptian is the Greek name of the god of death. Mummification, embalming, the afterlife, cemeteries, tombs, and the underworld. In ancient Egyptian religion, he attended the weighing scales during the weighing of the heart, in which it was determined whether a soul would be allowed to enter the realm of the dead. People better tread carefully with you. You're like not the person that people want to fuck with. And I don't think it's because you'll show them what it is, but your spiritual team and your spiritual backing is insanity. People, like, you're not the one. You're like that angel. Like, God sent you here for a purpose. There's like this merging between worlds that you guys are able to do, because to have the angel, then to have Anubis, those are like two different contrasts. So I'm telling you, people, honey, if people do things to you, the karma, the get back is crazy. And that could be a part of the gossip. People could be saying you're very intuitive. You're very tapped into another realm. And it's scary, but it's like intriguing. We also have the Magician here. From Old English, breaker of oaths, or deceiver, magus, or male witch, one who relies on the devil for their powers. Stop it. That's what people may think. People may be saying that you get your knowledge from a negative source, okay, from, you know, down under. Okay, you could even be a Scorpio. Something about you is very misunderstood. It's just different, okay? But I rebuke that message in the name of the Lord. Thank you. Okay, what else is T? What's T? The Ace of Swords. Honey, very smart, can be very blunt, very knowledgeable. People may often underestimate you based off your looks in regards to how much you actually know. Or even if you're just a female, they're like, oh, she probably slow, stupid, whatever. Or she's probably just a pretty face. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, you guys. I hope you don't get offended. That's a word that I'm trying to take out of my vocabulary. The S word, the S-L-O-W. I'm sorry. 10 of Wands and the Hermit card. Yep. You were isolated. You were chastised before. You were cast out. And you made it your strength. You see, like, he is different. What is that? I almost said Eeyore. That's not Eeyore. That's a Yeti. Oh, that was my Yeti call. But yeah, you guys, like, man, stand on that. You guys are crazy. Like, in a good way. Like, your energy is crazy. I love it. So let me just get you an advice card. A last little advice card for my pile 2. It could be anything, one card, not too much. Those that are going to be drawn to pile 2. And the way their eyes are, it's almost like they're seeing in two different places. Some of you guys could have a lazy eye, or I don't know what the word would be, but I'm telling you, your differences are your strength. So we also have the number 8, let it go. Okay, let me read this. I'm hungry. It's wonderful to care for others and want what is best for them, and it's tempting to want to help others when we can see a better way. But unless people specifically ask for your assistance, mind your own business. We are all given a body to experience life on earth, and every person gets to choose what they do with their own bodies and lives. As hard as it can be to sit back and say nothing, some of you guys are a Virgo rising, as hard as it can be to sit back and say nothing, this card appears when you want to interfere and really shouldn't. The hedgerow unicorn gently reminds us that wild things grow at their own pace and in their own time. You may be itching to offer advice, thinking you know what is best for someone, but only they can make that decision. If you do want to help, send a friend or family member some gentle emerald-colored healing light for them to use in any way that's needed. By the same token, perhaps someone wants you to get involved in a situation that just isn't your problem, one that you are not responsible for. Imagine being protected by the emerald light as it becomes a beautiful energy boundary through which only good can filter. In this case, we are reminded to live and let live. Yeah, I feel like people always try to drag you into stuff too. Be careful of that. We also have asked the unicorns to find the perfect peppermint item to help you to relax. This is your unicorn magic, my bad. Unicorn magic. Ask the unicorns to find the perfect peppermint item to help you to relax, let go, and find clarity. This could be some peppermint essential oil, a gorgeous soap, some peppermint tea, or even a peppermint ice cream. Allow the cooling peppermint aroma to fill your senses and assure you that you are a good person with a good heart, but you do not need to take on other people's problems. Period. Okay? So, yes, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments. Oh, pile 3. Front and center, okay? So, I would invite you to look into the archetypes yourself because I don't have time today. But what I will say, off rip, see, pile 2 and pile 3, you guys, are so different. Did I call y'all a different pile? I can't remember. But you guys are so different from pile 1. But I do see you being probably drawn to a different pile as well. But honey, you are triggering people. You're triggering people. You are. You're showing people, and depending on where they are at maturity-wise, spiritual maturity-wise, or just on their, journey with growth, is going to depend on how you're triggering them and how they take it. Someone's name could start with a D. I just heard Ricola. But the song Running on E, I think by Brent Faiyaz, The Shadow number 19. You know what this reminds me of? I just want to read this to you. This reminds me of the scripture that I had today. And you might resonate with this. Ooh, you show people what they could be, what they should have been. Like, just by being yourself, you can probably trigger a lot, especially for my people who are youthful. Hear me out. 1 Timothy 4:12. So that'll be Timothy 4, verse 12. I hate how they write this, but anyway. Let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and purity. And basically what that's talking about is don't let your youth make you feel like you're not adequate to be doing what you're doing. God called you specifically for a purpose. God called you specifically to have that job. Don't let those older people be looking down on you because they've been at the company for 50,000 years and they ain't get that promotion. That's not, favor ain't fair, friend, okay? And vice versa. But let me go to the part that it really sat with me today, okay? Besides him talking. Right here. If you've ever felt too young, let me go up here. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. If you've ever felt too young, remember that God has purposely put you here at this specific time in history. He wants to use your passion, drive, vision, energy, and ideas to magnify his glory. You see things from a unique vantage point, and that's a great thing. If you've ever felt too old, the same can apply, okay? So you are never too young or too old to be used by God. No matter your age, God has empowered you to love him and to love others and to live a life that points people to him. How can you do that? You can set an example in the way you walk, in the way you act, in the way you love, in the way you live out your faith and in your purity. You can be the example. You can represent him. And I think that triggers people. 0303 on the clock. So y'all might want to watch my How Are You Triggering People? Because off rip, that's what I'm picking up on. You shine a light on people's shadow. Whether you're going through your shadow or whether you're in your light energy. Like when people look at you, let me see who you're triggering right now. There could be a mother figure or a Cancer. Why are you triggering them? This could be someone that you live with. First house, because you're yourself. Whatever your identity is, however you present yourself, maybe it's how your body looks. Maybe it is your youth. Maybe it's your self-expression, okay? It's how you show up. What's your rising sign? Okay, you pop out. There are people that wish they could do that. Let's just say that. Let's say that's your personality. there are people that look at you and they're like, damn, when I was their age, I wish I could have did that. I wish I would have done that. Or damn, why don't I take chances? You might even have people that look at you sideways like, why the fuck is you so loud? Or why the fuck is you so goofy all the time? But really, on the inside, they wish they could be in that energy of just self-expression. Maybe they don't want to be super loud, but they're like, I wish I could express myself. I wish I didn't give a fuck like Pile 3. I wish I didn't care that my forehead was big and I still wore high ponytails. I wish I didn't care that my head was big and still wore beanies. I wish that. I don't know why I'm picking up on that with this. I wish that I could embrace my Native American culture like Pile 3 and not feel ashamed because of what society, Western society, has put on us. I wish that I was more open about my religious beliefs and where I stand, like P, 444 on the clock. Period. That's what I'm getting with this group. And it's funny because I know you guys are sexy as fuck because the deck that I chose to use for you is the Cocaine Tarot. Period. Yes, I think I am gonna get this out today. I hope so. Baby's gonna be so mad, you guys. I know he already know. Oh, she about to ask me to have to do her edits and is. Thank you. Very sexy, very alluring, very triggering. And I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably a lot of people want to be in your energy, Pile 3, but little do they know they can't even handle it. They don't know what they're in for. You're not just coming around me to have fun. Yeah, we're going to do that too, but honey, God is speaking through me. I'm about to trigger the fuck out of you without knowing. I am the Tower moment. That's the energy you guys give. I am the Tower moment. Okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if people like turn on you really quickly, or it just becomes really weird sometimes in some relationships, or if a lot of people get obsessed with you. Like there's just a lot of expansive energy with you, but also very transformative. It's giving the Tower card. I'm getting some Sagittarius energy, so a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, old wisdom. I feel like coming from source while I'm channeling. But I also feel like, not them taking me out of the channel after I just said that. I lost it. Anyway, let's get started. Because that was a quick channel. I was like, hold on. Snakes could be big for you. Look at that. That's the last card. How is the Tower the last card? That's insanity. Please, 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 please. Oh, people just don't be knowing what they in for. I feel like these groups are kind of building off of each other in a way. So with this group though, real quick, let me read from the book, and I want you to tap in with your intuition to see what you pull from this. So we have the number 19. The number 19. I got that song stuck in my head. I think it's like Thoda Rasham. Whoo! That song is tight. Okay, the shadow. Beneath the sky where the peoples of the air fly unpredictably and the surfaces of the seas are furrowed by silver dolphins with bow-shaped leaps, and beneath the lush pastures and cities where the mortal looks before him, heedless of the sky and the world that open up, the necropolises of nameless skulls lives the indistinct Tartar. This is crazy. Where the eye accustomed to straight and bright destinations is lost and twisted in dark ways. Y'all probably don't know what I just said. Me neither. Just as beneath the shiny multitudes of fish, easy on the surface, at the fisherman's net lives the whale with its slimy and majestic bulk, which sings down where the sun does not reach. So beneath the surface, the shadow, evil, according to reason, digs down unpredictable and vertical paths, speaking the words of the unconscious with unknown languages. That's another thing. Y'all just be talking and it's like hieroglyphics for people. But you know how a lot of people want to study hieroglyphics, they want to learn from it, they be stealing shit from the tombs. Like y'all might have been drawn to Pile 2 and Pile 1, I'm not gonna lie. It's like y'all have this very distinct knowledge and people are just like, how do they have that? Yeah, watch Pile 2. Anyway. My stomach is growling, it's touching my booty cheeks. Okay. Hold on. I'm so hungry. In the darkness lies the unacceptable shadow and the still child waiting to grow. Everything beneath the surface, unknown, Atlantis, incompatible with the image reflecting the luminous mirror. All the evil projected onto the world that irritates and frightens. The shadow enhances the light. The shadow that descends cyclically from the hills and rooftops reveals more in the darkness than the sun of fire can in the perfection of the mirror circle. That which is shadowless lacks in depth. So yeah, if there's any, let me tell you something. A motherfucker that think they perfect would hate to come across you. I'm telling you, you guys are brought into people's lives. This isn't the predominant reason, but I do feel like you are here to humble some. When they think they're that, it's like you come around. Yeah, you like are really that person. Like you are who you say you are. And it forces those other people to see not just their flaws. That's not the main reason. It's not to like make them feel bad about themselves. It's more so to like put them in their power, like show them where they're not being authentic and push them into the place of authenticity. Okay. So what's the tea on my pile 3? What's the tea on my pile 3? Yeah, y'all might have definitely been drawn to pile 2. 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. You're like a black hole. Very deep. Very sexy. Very intimidating. Very enticing. Some people might feel like you have secrets. Okay, you have some ex-lovers very still hung up on you. They feel like you lied. They feel like you deceived them. They feel like ever since they've been with you, came across you, life just ain't been the same. And that's because you triggered them into their awakening. The Hermit card. You made them have to go into a reflective state. This is the thing. I would not be surprised if there are some people that you've dated. I'm just going to focus on love right now. Where it's like they might have been out here thotting and bopping. Just not giving a fuck on how they treated people. They might have even treated you wrong. But the way God made you, I'm telling you, you guys, I'm not saying that it don't hurt, but like, I'm trying to think of an animal that this reminds me of, where it's like they just have, like their threshold for pain is a lot higher, okay? Like you probably have been stabbed in your back multiple times, but look how she's still posing, voguing, she's still there. I just feel like the way God made you, and I don't want to trigger, but like you are the tower moment. You are very scorpionic in nature almost, to where your threshold for those quote unquote darker things, 1111, is a lot higher than others. So you can deal with it. You probably bounce back very fast, or when you do bounce back, it's insanity. Like your, what they will call downfalls are really your level up. Little do people know, it just give it some time, okay? Yeah, with this Hermit card, you got some people like, damn, I wish I would have never met them. Ever since I met them, I just can't see life the same. I cannot see life the same. The tower moment. And that's what you're meant to do. Once they meet you, it's never the same. What's the tea on my pile 3? Bliss, please. Woo! Okay, yeah. Pile 3 is cutthroat. Pile 3 don't play no games. You got people really regretting the fact that they hurt you, pile 3. I will say that. Now with this 3 of Swords, you know, that can talk about sometimes like maybe you're not in pain no more. There's someone here that's like, why isn't pile 3 in pain about that? Like I am. Why is, you know, this is salty energy, but it's from a sad place. There's something that you were able to bounce back from very quickly that people are like, how did they do that? How are they able to bounce back like that? Why are they so resilient? With this 9 of Wands and the 4 of Swords, you guys are so resilient that the outside noise doesn't really affect you. I'm not saying that it doesn't affect you. It probably does, but it doesn't affect you. Very unbothered energy. Very, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I done been stabbed in the back several times. We saw the 7 of Swords. What you think another 4 is gonna do to me? Nothing. I like that shit with the Page of Cups. Some people might think you have like a, not the word sadistic, but there's like this dark humor about life. Like you could have dark humor, or there's just this way of looking at life. I'm telling you, you guys could be very drawn to the darker aspects of life, or like it's given Scorpionic energy. It's given Anubis energy. The Hangman, that has came up in every freaking group. Wow. You see, the way people see you, they think that you see hardship, struggle as like a sexy challenge. This is like, oh yes, hang me upside down so I can think about what I'm supposed to be doing next. Yes, let me go through that betrayal, because every time I go through that betrayal, I just know I'm about to bounce back. I just know I'm about to get a good lesson out of this. Let me bounce on that. Yes, that's how it goes. That's the vibes. Very flirty, very like, like people see you. Let me see what's going on with this Page of Cups. How are they seeing you? How are people seeing you? You can have a bowl cut. Okay, look. Wow. Queen of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles, the Star card, and Judgment. Everything that I've said. Oh my gosh, you guys are powerful. Witches even. For some of you. Brujas. Is it Brujas? You know what I'm talking about, girl. Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Star card. Judgment. Whoo, some of you guys are destined for fame or publicity in some way. You are the Tower moment. You are the change. After the Tower moment comes the Star card, okay? You are that. You are the light in the darkness, but you are also the darkness. You are the end all be all. Like, this is what it's giving. You are the karma, judgment. You are the reflection. You are the black hole. You are the seductress. You are the magician. You are beautiful. You are sexy. Okay? I feel like you guys have made a lot of changes in people's lives, especially the ones that have been attracted to you. And girl, I would love to keep going in, but I can't, okay? So I'm gonna leave that there. Like, this is crazy. Not me dropping my cards. I feel like somebody just got mad. Like, what, bitch? Tell us more. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I get this out to y'all. Blame pile one. You can blame pile one. Don't say pile one, we blame you, okay? This is sexy. I like y'all energy. I'm glad we leaving on this. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles. Whoo! And the Three of Pentacles. Let me tell you something. I don't know who lost you, but honey, they want you back, baby. Yeah, they do. Whether it's a job, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, but especially those relationships. Honey, they do. Someone could also be about to propose. Anyway, advice for my pile 3. Anything goes, okay? Advice for my pile 3. Thank you. And we're going to close out. You have the number 22, Rainbow. Feel at peace. Okay. The number 22, Rainbow. Feel at peace. Yes, I'm about to go make my salad. I'm acting like I don't got to go to work. So, wheatgrass. Okay. This rainbow yogi unicorn, this is your divination. This rainbow yogi unicorn is feeling at peace with life, the universe, everything. Everything. Rainbow contains all the colors of the chakras in perfect balance and in perfect order. This unicorn is all about repairing and restoring the mind, body, and soul. When this card appears, rise above petty arguments and the vagaries of life with music, art, poetry, prayer, ritual, and the beauty of nature. Find something to aspire to, something that makes your soul sing. Practice balancing the energy centers in your body, the chakras. These little wheels of light located in your ethereal body process energy just as your physical body processes food. To put it simply, the first chakra is the red root chakra and connects us to the earth through our legs and feet. The sacral chakra is orange and located in the reproductive area. The solar plexus is yellow and oversees your stomach area. The heart chakra is green and located in your chest area. The throat chakra is blue and protects the throat and thyroid. The brow chakra's color is indigo and it is located at your third eye. As soon as I read that, my third eye just started pulsating. That's crazy. Finally, the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, is violet and located at the top of your head, and this connects us to our guides and angels. As I was reading that, did you feel a pulse? Let me know down below. That was crazy. Anyway, your unicorn magic. The unicorns encourage you to find a good chakra meditation. There are plenty available out there, and practice this every day for at least 7 days. You may be surprised at the peace and clarity this simple technique can bring as it balances your body and spirit. Okay. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Okay, I need to do better. That was your spread. Hold up. That was your spread. Yes, friend. That was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates down below, and I'll see you guys in the comments.